I've worked with 3 past superintendents. And this is the most, sadly to say, it hurts me to say, the most unethical leadership that I've seen. I mean, it's very clear to me that this was covered up and not addressed. And it seems like they're more concerned about ending the scandal than addressing the needs of these students. If you notice, the majority of these students are special needs. They're inaudible. They cannot speak for themselves. And so it's important that we work together publicly to get them justice. And it's really inexcusable, in my view. There is a significant case of groupthink and self-preservation among this group, in my view. As you know, the board chair is the former brother-in-law of the county executive. The board chair, the board vice chair, and the superintendent all report to the county executive. And so instead of the board holding Dr. Maxwell accountable, it is we're all in this together. So let's not tell the board certain things. It's spelled out in George's email. I mean, a member of the board wanted to have this discussion. She fought to have this discussion, but they made a compromise to bury the information. And at the moment they made the compromise to bury the information, they became complicit.
So what's the fix here? Because you mentioned you're obviously a product of the county school system. You're born and raised in Prince George's County. You're a few months out from being the longest serving school board member. What's the fix here? Is it more separation from the county officials and the school board itself? Is it just another change in superintendent, which you say you've already been through 3 so far just since you've been on the board?
Yeah. So there are a couple of things. In 2013, the county executive passed a bill, HB 1107, that granted him unprecedented levels of power over the school system. That bill needs to be completely...
it was controversial when it passed.
Oh, it was. It was
Right.
very controversial because you destroyed all checks and balances. Before, there was a separation between the school board and the superintendent. Now, they're all one team. And whenever you destroy checks and balances, that never, ever helps kids succeed. It never works. And also, I do want to mention this. This is really an integrity issue. If you look at every major change that's been made, the email from the chief of staff, the teacher being removed and then placed in another school to fill the whole year, no one is ever held accountable until it's exposed publicly through the media. And that's a huge integrity issue. We tell our students every single day, do what is right no matter who's watching. That's integrity. And if you do not possess the integrity to lead the district, I don't want to keep having Prince George's be this revolving door of superintendents, but if you're going to fail to act to protect kids, and when you do, you cover it up, you don't have the integrity necessary to continue to be superintendent, in my view. You don't have the trust among the employees or parents.
Are you afraid of any backlash here? The statements that you're making are very strong. We appreciate you coming on and talking about the issue. What about you?
Well, I think my mother and father, they're more afraid than I am, to be quite honest. And I recognize that it is a risk being so vocal about these issues, but like I said, a lot of these students are special needs. They're inaudible. They cannot fight for themselves, and it is my job to ensure they get their justice.
There is a meeting coming up, as we mentioned earlier, just a few hours from now. Fox 5, of course, will be there. We'll let you know what happens. Mr. Burrows, appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you.
It's 8:10 right now. We'll get your weather and traffic coming up in just a couple of minutes.